Welcome to the state of Hawaii. On the island of Oahu lies the Ala Wai Watershed. The Ala Wai Watershed encompasses the Ko'olau mountain ridge to Waikiki Beach. In this area, there are 3 valleys separated by large ridges which extend laterally off of the mountain range. These include the Makiki, Manoa, and Pololo valleys. Each valley contains a surface drainage tributary which flows to Ala Wai Canal. The Ala Wai Canal was excavated by local interests in the 1920s to drain wetland areas near the coast in order to facilitate the development of Waikiki Beach. Waikiki Beach lies on the ocean side or Makai side of the canal and today is one of the busiest tourist destinations in the state. Elevation changes in the watershed are dramatic. The highest point in the watershed is over 3,000 feet in elevation. This quickly drops to approximately 300 feet in elevation at the valley floor, which then gradually descends down to sea level at Waikiki over the course of approximately 4 miles. Rainfall in the upper elevations averages over 150 inches per year and tapers to just over 20 inches per year in Waikiki. The upper watershed is primarily in conservation status, and the watershed becomes increasingly more developed moving downstream. The population in the Waikiki area is among the more dense per capita in the city of Honolulu, as well as the state. The combination of high precipitation values, extremely steep slopes, and a dense urban population translates to a high risk of flash flooding and threats to life, safety, and property. Flash flood conditions in the watershed can materialize within as little as 45 minutes of a rain event in the upper watershed, providing little warning for evacuation purposes. The future floodplain has been forecast as a part of the Ala Wai Canal Flood Risk Management Study. A 1% chance flood, meaning the likelihood of occurring in any given year is 1%, encompasses nearly all of Waikiki, as well as the adjacent areas of each of the major watershed tributaries. Should a flood of this size occur, based on the property within this floodplain, it is estimated that damages would exceed $1.14 billion. A number of flood events have occurred in the valleys over time, most recently in 2006 in the Makiki Valley and in 2004 in the Manoa Valley. The 2004 event was estimated to be a 4 to 5% chance event and resulted in over $85 million in damages. Debris flows of vegetation and sediment from the upper portions of the watershed have a tendency to sporadically accumulate during these flood events, restricting channel capacities and aggravating flood conditions. In both of the recent flood examples, debris flows were a contributing factor to the amount of damage associated with the flood. The affected population within the existing 1% floodplain is comprised of an estimated 54,000 residents, plus an additional estimated 79,000 visitors in Waikiki on any given day. The affected population is expected to be even larger during daytime hours when there is an influx of students to at least 11 schools with approximately 48,000 students, as well as workers to the Waikiki district and other centers of employment such as the University of Hawaii, Manoa, which collectively provides more than 65,000 jobs.